Arsenal Fan TV, Chris, couldn't break them down again, mate. Couldn't break them down.
Do you know what? A lot of people said to me after the Man United interview where I complained about abusing all of our players that I should go to the theatre or the tennis instead of going to Arsenal. And
you come from the theatre, mate.
I probably should have done going on tonight. But no, I mean, first of all, credit to Sunderland. They came with a game plan and they executed it to perfection. I mean, well done to them staying up. But it was a bit predictable, to be honest. After 10 minutes, I said to the guy sitting next to me, this is going to be 0-0. And it was like, Sunderland have worked out how to play us at home. If you look at the last 7 times we've played them at home, we've drawn 0-0 with them 4 times.
They're actually the 0-0 specialists. I think I saw a statistic. They've drawn 0-0 with more teams this season than any other team.
9 times this season. But I think this tonight is a bit of our own doing as well. It's something I've noticed throughout the whole season, and it's been highlighted in today's match and Man United's matches. They were just too narrow.
Why not start then with Theo Walcott?
I know.
He came on, all of a sudden it was a different game, right? As soon as he came on, you got pace down the flanks. You know that when a team sits deep, you need pace in behind. Why? I couldn't get it.
It baffles me. I can only put it down to the contract standoff. It's just exactly the same as what happened 2 years ago. He wasn't being played to put Arsenal into a stronger position than Theo, saying, oh, we don't need you. But to be honest, I just feel that we're trying to shoehorn all of our best talent into midfield. We're playing 4 or 5 central midfielders across the whole midfield. And the net result of that is that they're all trying to come inside. We've got no natural width. If you look at it, right, and just to put that into basic football terms, it's much harder for us to break a team like Sunderland down when you're playing 5v5 on the edge of the box rather than one person on the wing versus one fullback, where something is more than likely going to happen. If you analyse the match tonight and all of our best chances, they came from crosses. The most dangerous players on the pitch for us were Bellerin and Walcott, and so that proves the point. Walcott, to me, is probably one of the first, after Sanchez, one of the first attackers I'd put on the team sheet, just because he has that X factor. He's got the pace. Him and Giroud link up brilliantly, and he's an absolute definite starter for me in the cup final. But I think he's not going to be.
You swap him for Sterling? There's people saying, a lot of people saying, cash in and bring in Sterling.
Are you talking about English pounds, Sterling, or the Liverpool?
Arrive Sterling.
No, not at all. Sterling, first of all, is a person. I wouldn't trust him at all. I think he's behaved, awfully at Liverpool. And just Theo Walcott is just a much better player as well. He's a much better player than all of these other English players like Andros Townsend. And Walcott has got end products, and he's got, he assists and scores a lot of goals. And no, I wouldn't swap him for Sterling at all. He's a much better version. And, I still think work needs to be done this summer, though. I mean, I think it's an appropriate time to talk about the goalkeeper, seeing as we're being linked with Czech. I think it's an absolute no-brainer to me that we should get him. I think Ospina's done well for us this season, but he's not the goalkeeper.
Some good saves tonight as well.
Yeah, but he's not going to be the keeper that wins us the league. To win us the league, a goalkeeper needs to be saving us 10 or 15 points a season. And call me old-fashioned, but Ospina is just not big enough. He's about 6 foot, and he's a midget compared to the title-winning keepers in the past. If you look at Schmeichel, Seaman, Van der Sar, Cech, Courtois, you need to be. Premiership history has shown you need to be 6'3" to 6'7", and saving teams points per season. And Ospina's been making mistakes. I mean, if you look at Monaco, Tottenham, even against Swansea, and this is such a big moment for us because the goalkeeper is such an underrated position. If we got Cech, that would be signing of the summer. Full stop. He's more important to us than a 20-goal a season striker because he is the finished article, and he would guarantee saving us points. He would relax the whole team so they know they could cook up, and he's there to pick up the pieces. And this is our Edwin van der Sar moment. If you look at Edwin
just
van
our
der
luck
Sar,
though, we sign him and get injured.
No, you're getting paranoid. No, Edwin van der Sar was 34. And Cech is 32. Van der Sar went on to win 8 trophies. And even back in the 70s when Brian Clough spent an absolute massive amount on Peter Shilton, I think it was £270,000, which at that time is massive. He came out with a really good quote where he said, an okay goalkeeper, you're always looking over your shoulder, and he would have paid any price for Shilton. And they went on to win European Cups and league title. And, this is our Peter Shilton, Edwin van der Sar. We should take advantage of it.
What's the professor, the so-called professor, why he's not starting? Professor Wenger, he's got the excuse of the FFP not going now. That is his excuse now, isn't it? With the financial fair play, not all. That's all. That's another thing, mate. All that going on, playing by the rules, FFP,